Hello, Lori dear. We are so thankful to be here with you and Lucas on this gorgeous, beautiful winter's day. We are the Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Council of Nine, and the Council of Light with Xanadu. And we have come forward today to speak with you and all of you who are watching this video to speak about a few things about how we could help you in understanding how it is we ourselves on this side and you yourselves on your side build this channel we have been speaking of, this technological channel that we have built and that we are offering to all of you in order that you may speak with us on this side of things. This channel is a very special opportunity, for it has come to this earth plane in this now time to help all of you in this time of ascension. For we see it as our gift to you, if we may say so. We feel that this is our opportunity to help all of you on Mother Earth at this time, as we would like to help you with some of your questions, with some of your feelings or uncertainties, of some of your just simple questions about everyday mundane things, to very, very complicated questions or questions that you may feel from deep within your heart. We would like to be able to speak with you, to help you, to benefit you, to bring you love, to bring you light. Now, we know that many of you have given questions to Xanadu through Lori and Lucas, questions about all sorts of things, questions that have to do with this process of how you help us to build a channel with you, questions that are about this things in your life, questions about spiritual questions, all sorts of questions. We would like to say that this video is going to be about questions that pertain to creating a channel between yourselves and us so that we can speak to each other. We would like to say that all of the personal questions that many of you have, and that rightly so, this is not a judgment of anything. We are excited for the questions you have. However, we would like to say that the reason we have brought forth this channel and this opportunity for you to connect with us is so that you can ask us any questions you may have at all. Any kind of thoughts or ideas or questions that are deep or small or insignificant or significant, any kind of questions you would like. This channel, we are hoping, will be that avenue that you can do so. You can ask questions, we can answer you. We can give you, if you ask for suggestions, we can give you suggestions. It's very important we bring up the universal law about ask and receive. You need to ask for this channel. You need to ask us with an open heart that you would like this channel to be built with you, from us to you, and we will begin that process. Such is the same as when we have built the channel with you and we are conversing with you, that if you have a question, ask please, or if you would like something in your life, ask please, or if you would like anything, or the point we're trying to make is you must first ask before you can receive. Now, we would like to say in these particular videos with Lori and Lucas, this mission that Lori and Lucas have with us is a specific mission. The first, there's many, you could call them goals, or you could call them phases to this mission, or many missions, smaller missions within a larger mission. But we would like to say that the mission we have with Lori and with Lucas is and will be ongoing. That is between Lori, Lucas, and ourselves on this side, was first and foremost to create this channel that we are speaking about. This way of being able to speak with you in a way that is conscious, in a way that is relatively easy compared to what has been a possibility or a potential for you to use before this time. This way of channeling, if you want to say it that way, this way of telepathically speaking from us to you is a gift not only to you on your side of things, it is also a gift to us. For when we speak with you, it is not a one-sided affair that you are only benefiting from that exchange. We, on this side of things, are benefiting just as much as you are when we do exchange, when we do converse, when we do speak to each other. We are not only speaking to each other with words telepathically, we are also sending and able to feel each other's energy. And that is an equal exchange, and we are able to benefit from each other. We are able to learn a great deal from you. We are able to understand you, and we are able to understand ourselves better when we communicate with you. And this channel is not only a gift to you, it is a gift to us. So we are thankful for this opportunity to speak with all of you today. And we are thankful for the opportunity, if you so choose to take us up on this opportunity to speak with us with the creation of your own channel. So again, the first part of this mission was to create the channel with Lori Deer, and then to bring forth that channel to all of you. A third part of this mission, if you would like to speak of it that way, is also to do these videos with Lucas, in that we are able to speak to all of you with words that you are hearing, though it is also an energetic transmission. So this, what we are doing here and able to express ourselves towards you, is a very important part of this mission. Lori and Lucas will continue to do this. However, they will not be doing private sessions. This is not part of their mission. Their mission is to reach larger audiences, and they will do that in various ways in the coming moments of the now moment. So in this coming year, there will be changes for Lori and Lucas, changes with which Lori is trying to gear up for, which just brings us to the next point, that Lori and Lucas are also developing and integrating, as all of you are. And they are finding this time to be a very exciting and challenging time. And it is a time that they themselves are learning to see, are learning to go within themselves and understand. We want to be clear on this, that Lori and Lucas are just as you are, and they have full lives, and they have full menu of things they would like to look within themselves and to celebrate, and other things in which they would like to bring up and let go and transmute. So they are in the process that you are in. As we stated earlier, this will not be a place for all of you to be able to ask personal questions. However, this channel that we are offering is that place for you to do so with us. You can ask us anything, and we are looking forward to it. We would like to remind you that we are, those of us on this side, those of us who are speaking with you right now, we are in collectives. Therefore, we do not sleep. We are not focused in a specific incarnation that you are presently in. Therefore, we're able to focus on many things at once. When you ask us questions any time of the day or night, we are pleased and happy to assist you. It is an opportunity for us to expand when you ask us something. We may not be able to answer in the way you have desired or hoped for, but we will always give you our perspective and what we're able to give you. So we hope that many of you who are watching this that have sent in questions, a lot of these questions have been of a more personal nature. And we are thankful that you want to ask us these questions. However, we would say that these questions are hopefully going to be answered when you take us up on allowing us to create a new way of speaking with you with this new channel that we have created.
So I'm going to ask a few of the questions that have been submitted to us. We received a lot of questions, and a lot of just general questions about channeling and the process of creating that channel. So I'm going to do my best to kind of combine a lot of the themes and concepts of the questions and ask those directly to Lori and Xanadu and the collectives. And hopefully, I think most of everybody's questions should be covered, at least everything that was asked in terms of building that channel. For those that have desired to create a channel and have set their intention to create a channel, and maybe it hasn't happened yet, what can we say to those people that are still waiting for that channel?
We would like to say, and thank you for that question, Lucas. We would like to say that when you indeed ask you intention for this channel to be made so that you can speak with us on this side of things, we will indeed go ahead and begin to build that channel. Now, we would like to say that we will be working with your higher self and your guides when we begin this process, and we will be communicating with them and discussing and listening to them as to when is the best time this channel will open for you. So we would like to say that we will be building a technological channel, and this will take some time. However, the main contributor to understanding when this channel will open for you is when you are ready for it. That is something your higher self and your guides will be communicating to us. So we ask all of you to be patient in this. For some of you, the channel will open within a matter of 6 weeks to a few months. And for some of you, it may be a year, a couple of years. So we do say that once you have asked for this channel, it will happen. Though we want to say that we do not know exactly for each individual of all of you. We don't know exactly for each of you when that will happen.
So I think one of the questions is that when we set aside this quiet time, this meditation time, do we have to stay alert the entire time? Like, is it okay if we fall asleep? And is there anything to sort of maximize that time?
Thank you for that question. We would like to say there is no necessary way that you need to meditate. There's no special meditation, no special way of meditating. We would like to say that it would be very beneficial for those of you who are interested in creating a channel and have an intention to do so, to create within your lives a time where you can simply look within. This could be in any posture. It would be most beneficial if you're not moving around necessarily, but if you're sitting or if you're laying down in any sort of posture that you find to be a position where you can listen to your heart, if we may say, where you can just look inward. It is not absolutely necessary that this does happen, as if you intention to want a channel built with you, from ourselves to you, a channel that we can speak to each other. That will indeed happen in the time that is right for you. What we mean is that channel will open when that is right for you. We will begin that process of communicating with your guides and your higher self, and then building the channel.
Okay, so another question, just during that meditation process, is it normal or is it common to feel energy or not feel energy? And is there a possibility you're going to feel energy when you're not meditating after you start the process?
For some of you in this process, when we will be building the channel, you will be feeling energy. For Lori dear, she did feel energy. However, it wasn't every day that she felt a lot of energy. And there were even a few days where she felt no energy. So it is common to feel energy within your chakra system, within various parts of your head, especially within your heart. These feelings can be, for some, they can experience it as a bit of tightness, just more of a sense of pressure, perhaps. A sense of, whoa, all of a sudden you're feeling that area, and maybe you haven't felt it in that way. When chakras are being opened and cleared, there can be this energy that will be felt, and this energy may indeed happen when you are not meditating or after, or when you finish meditating or spending time with us. You may indeed feel that for a while. We know that this indeed has been the case with Lori dear, and even now we work with her with energy, And we will send her energy when she's not meditating or when she's just doing her daily activities, or she will start feeling a chakra with this sense of fullness. So we would like to say that, yes, you may feel sensations when you are meditating or just spending time in quiet, and that may extend to other parts of your life. So if, let's say, it happens while you're meditating, it may extend for like an hour after you have been meditating or for some time. And for others of you, it may happen, especially if you're not able to find time to actually sit with us. You may be experiencing sensations within your body at times you don't expect, because we would be working with you then.
If I could say one thing on energy is that, I will tend to sometimes feel like this, like shivers down my spine kind of feeling. And I've always kind of associated that with like the spiritual presence of God. Like growing up in church, like as a Catholic, we would do the communion, and when the priest raises the bread and says, "This is the body of Christ," like I would get shivers down my spine every time, and I was just like associated that with like a concentrated presence of Source or God.
Beautiful.
So, and I will often feel that right when I start talking to my guides, or like during the middle of it, or if I ever question to myself, like, is this me or is it them? And I'll feel that energy, and I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for that. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
I do want to say one thing.
Okay.
Is that I think that's beautiful that you get that extra energy when you want it, because that makes it makes you feel like, okay, it's not you, it's them. But for some, and I know for me, at times I don't feel extra energy. Sometimes I do feel energy, right? And sometimes I don't, and I'm like, and that question of, wait, was that me or is that not me, does happen.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting that know that for some people, they might not feel a lot of energy.
Right, and I really haven't felt any of maybe the pressure or the energy, solar plexus, or any of the energy in the legs that you have described feeling.
Yeah.
I haven't really felt any of that.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be different for everybody. When this channel is starting, how do you know it's them versus you? Do you have any advice on how we can kind of learn to trust that, and any other thoughts on that?
Thank you for your question, Lucas. Yes, we do have some suggestions. We would say that when you are asking us questions in the very beginning, and when you are possibly even testing the channel to see if it's open, we would suggest maybe not asking yes/no questions, and asking questions that may allow you to hear our perspective on something, which may surprise you. So if you ask specifically for our perspective on something, anything that interests you, and then listen, you may be surprised to hear what we have to say. And it may be said in such a way that you would not think that you might not ever have said that. And that will be very helpful. There are times when Lori Dear actually has been dealing with this week, where she has asked us questions, and because she had a certain amount of excitement or energy or anxiety within herself when she asked those questions, it was hard for her to hear what we were saying, because she was just hearing a lot in her own. And especially when you're in the beginning stages, you might have a lot of energy and excitement about what's happening. So we would like to say it's best to be in a calm place as much as possible. It's best to be in a quiet space as much as possible, and then just give yourself some time. We know that for Lori Dear, when she's feeling she would use the word discombobulated a bit, she will take a self bath, and this will help her very much in opening up and in sorting through some of the, which she would say, debris of what is within her at that moment, so she can hear us clearly. And then we're able to have conversations very easily. So we would say, don't give up, that it's normal for all humans to go through places where it's hard to hear not only their inner voice, but also hard to hear us on this side of things. So when you are attempting and you might get frustrated, it's okay to be frustrated, and it's normal to be frustrated, and it's normal to wonder, and it's normal to think, oh, this is just me, and this is not working, and whatever you may be thinking. We just ask you, do not give up. And, perhaps in the very beginning stages, we have said before, maybe not asking every day, but maybe once a week, you get in that calm space and you are able to listen. And as we had said, we suggest maybe asking for a perspective on something. And as you hear that and you're still not sure about whether it's us or you could ask ask that question you just asked in another way that would give you another perspective, but from a slightly different angle.
You know, when we've been getting a lot of these personal questions, I'm like excited for people to kind of get those answers themselves, because you can ask like let's just call it a really complex questions, and you're gonna have a lot of follow-up questions that you can't really get the answers unless you are kind of doing the asking yourself and having that connection. So that's interesting.
Well, I think we've been talking about, just Lucas and I, this last week, how important and how wonderful and thrilling and amazing and confounding the whole process is of using the channel. It's quite amazing. I have to say, we do use it all the time for mundane things in our life, to things we would like a different perspective on. I know for myself, when it's a challenging time right now that we're living in, and when I find myself getting ruffled or losing my peace or just feeling sad about maybe what's going on outside of ourselves, right, in the world, I find it so helpful to hear their perspective, because it always just gets me to look at things slightly different. And then I can I think energetically, they say they are, and it feels like they are sending me energy, so that I just feel so much. It's like I might be in a certain direction, and all of a sudden it's just like that dissipates, or I see another perspective, and it balances things out. So I think the benefits of this channel, I can't even say how beneficial it is. It is so beneficial. It's beyond me being able to explain that. It's just it's phenomenal. It's something that we ourselves are just learning about, because we are using the channels to speak to our own guides, and we are also using them for each other. So, for example, I will ask Lucas's guides questions. What if I feel very emotional about something and it's harder for me to hear? I will ask Lucas's guides, and I love it. It's just, it's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Okay, that's what it feels like. It's like extraordinarily amazing.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything negative you could say about finding quiet space, asking yourself questions, listening to yourself on the inside, and being calm and just open to different perspectives.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me ask a few of the viewer questions today. Maybe I'll throw it back to Xanadu and the guides if there's anything else that we want to talk about today.
Thank you, Lucas, and Lori, for this opportunity to share for a few minutes before we close this video. We would like to say that we are very ecstatic on this side of things with the opportunity that we have to speak with many of you upon Mother Earth at this time through this channel that we have created. This is a special gift to all of us. It is something that we are hoping will help all of us in this time. We know this time can be very confusing. There is a lot of chaos that is happening in various parts of the world. For those of you that are feeling overwhelmed or feeling a little jittery or some anxiety, are feeling the effects of this chaos, we would like to say that if you can find time to just please yourself, if we could use that word, please yourself, find a place where you can do something that you enjoy, where you can disconnect from technology that you may be using to understand what's happening within the world, and spend time with enjoying yourself or those that may be around you, whoever they may be, enjoying those around you, enjoying yourself. If you can come within yourself to meditate, all the better. If you're not able to do that, or finding that as something that is not helpful for you at this time, then we would say just do things that you love. Try to keep your mind off of what we would call is the outer world distractions. We know that this is a chaotic time where this can be very difficult. So we will say that the more you're able to disconnect from that chaos and go within and live your life in such a way where you are not so pulled to the outside, but where you are able to, for long spurts of time, to spend time doing things you love, spend the time with those you love, and spend time coming within. You will find this chaotic time, the symptoms that you may feel from living within this chaotic time may lessen. So we are hoping that that will be helpful to you. We would like to say that this channel is our best way of connecting with all of you. We enjoy these videos and are very thankful for these videos. So we would like to say we would like to connect with you through the channel that we have built so that we can connect with you in a more personal way, and we can begin to learn about each other and experience each other's energy in such a way that will be beneficial and healing for us both. We are all one. We send you all such great love. We send you all such great light. You are so very dear to us, and you are so very near to us. We are the Arcturians, the Pleiadians, the Council of Nine, the Council of Light, and Xanadu. Adu and adu. All right? All right, here we go.